Guys, ready? Good morning. All right. Good morning. All right, much better. We're going to start out with a song. Is that good with y'all to be up on your feet for that? Would you like to rise up and do a little movement, just get your arms swinging a little bit, just back and forth, take a few deep breaths, just get us all in the room here, yeah, I love it. You're moving along. Here we go. Come on, get ready for love. Come on, get ready for love. Come on, get ready for love, 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 love. Come on, get ready for love. Come on, get ready for love. Come on, get ready for love, 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 love. Hurt people, heal people, heal people. Hurt people, heal people, heal. Sing it with us. Hurt people, heal people, heal people. 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 Can't turn down the darkness, can you? You can turn up your light inside. You can't hurt away the hurt, or hate away the hate, but we can heal the divide. Come on, get ready for love, sing it. Come on, get ready for love. Come on, get ready for love, 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 love. Hurt people, heal people, heal people. Hurt people, heal people, heal people. Hurt people, heal people, heal people. How many generations passed this on? How long have we felt this pain? How many more hearts gotta ache before we decide to break this chain? Come on, get ready for love, sing it. Come on, get ready for love. Come on, get ready for love, 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 love. Hurt people, heal people, heal people. Hurt people, heal people, heal people. Hurt people, help people, help people. Help people, heal people, heal people, heal people. Hurt people, bless people, bless people. Bless people, heal people, heal people, heal people. Hurt people, love people, love people. Love people, heal people, heal people, heal people. I can see it in the old man's eyes. I can see it in the young girl's smile. I can see it coming through the pain. It's coming right at us like a hurricane, yeah. Come on, get ready for love. Come on, get ready for love. Come on, get ready for love, 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 love. Hurt people, heal people, heal people. Hurt people, heal people, heal people. How many generations past this? How long have we felt this pain? How many more hearts gotta ache before we decide to break this chain? Thank you.
I have to collect myself a minute here. Good morning, everyone. I welcome you to Unity of Venice. My name is Jane Armstrong. I'm a part of the spiritual care team, and yay, spiritual care team. We were just privileged to go to Unity Village this past week. We were there as a group for 4 days and 4 nights, and it's not describable by words what it's like to be in that place. but I am so grateful for the opportunity, and I encourage you to put it on your list of things you might be fed spiritually if you do it. Welcome to everybody who's here and watching online. I want to welcome everybody here, and if you're here for the first time, please raise your hand. We have a packet of information about our church, so if you can keep your hand raised, Tom is going to zing around and give you information.
Raise my hand.
We're covered. Today's altar flowers are sponsored by Robin and Linda in celebration of Linda's grandson on his 19th birthday. His grandson's name is Broden. So, yeah. I'd like to begin our time together in prayer. Ask you to just get comfortable in your seats. Relax into the moment. This is our time with God and with each other. Father, Mother, God, we come today in gratitude for all this day brings to us in both blessings and challenges. We affirm divine order in our experiences, knowing all we need to rise and be polished by this life is a gift and an assurance. In the community shelter of each other, we gather to support our unfolding, our becoming, our remembering, and our going forward. We rise together in beautiful and amazing ways. For this, we are so grateful. And please join me in affirming our Unity Foundation statement together. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God, the good, omnipotent. Amen.
Good morning. My name is Jerry Wentz, and it's my privilege and pleasure to read to you today the Daily Word. Today's message is remembrance. You live in my heart. Whether they have passed on recently or many years ago, the people for whom I have cared deeply are alive in my heart. If I feel sad or lonely for those I miss, I pause to recall a special memory or something unique about them that made even ordinary days feel magical. Reflecting on the love and joy we shared and the blessings their lives afforded me, I feel comforted. I am thankful that these memories will always be mine to treasure. I know that life does not end with death. Life is eternal, and my loved ones will always be beautiful, beloved expressions of spirit. I am grateful those who have passed from this life experience continue to live in spirit and are forever in my heart. For the righteous will never be moved. They will be remembered forever, from Psalm 11:12, 1126. Thank you.
I am so honored and pleased to be able to introduce the people that are helping us do the service today. Bob Sima and Shannon Plummer are performers and deeply spiritual teachers that I've studied with and had the pleasure of watching interact with numerous rallies that our YOU has been fortunate enough to attend on a regional basis. Their music is, well, it speaks for itself. Join me in welcoming them.
Thank you, Jane. Thank you.
Good morning. It is so lovely to be here. I realized that we were here once before to do a Pazzi-Palooza. Definitely a different setting than the Sunday morning. And so I just want to share a little bit about how we work the message in music. And normally, either a title comes to me or a few of Bob's songs come to me, and I sit and go, great, what do I do with that? And so it works on me for a few days in my subconscious, and some ideas usually come up, usually when I'm in the shower and I can't write anything down. We all know how that works, right? And the topic that came to me for this week and this service is matters of the heart. And until yesterday, I didn't realize that today is September 11th. And what came through for this particular experience today matches exactly what Jerry just shared with the Daily Word. And we always say, you can't make this stuff up, people, right? And I want to share a little bit more because normally the way we work this is 3 of Bob's songs weave into the message, the wisdom, the integration, whatever we want to call it, that I share. And this particular, and I process through writing, okay? I integrate through writing, and I just kind of channel it, and I look at what happened, and I was like, oh my goodness, well, I guess I'm going to say that. And this particular experience, there's a pretty long guided journey that we're going to take this morning. And I want to say that now because that's the majority of what we're going to experience this morning. And if you are a meditator, if you are a journeyer, we will guide through it. And I normally don't write out my meditations or my guided journeys. And this one came too. So I'm going to deliver it the way that it came through me and hope that you can join us on that journey once we get started. So with that, I want to honor the memories that we all have, not just of this day, but of the people, the animals, everything that has influenced our lives that we've had the privilege to touch.
Well, my participation in her talks is always, it usually happens the night before, sometimes the morning of, that she writes this down. And I have to remember the song that she is asking me to play. And this song is from my first album, and I have 10. I'm working on my 10th album right now, so it's like, wow, I kind of remember that song that you want me to sing in an hour. So I'm excited to sing this song. It really is about the 18-inch journey from here to here. So it's called Follow the Love. Have you ever asked yourself, have you ever really sat down and asked yourself, what is it that makes my head and my heart collide? What am I gonna do when it comes down to choosing sides? Choosing sides.
think he should sing that song more often. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. So recently, I saw something on social media, and it really inspired my own personal contemplations. It was something that really encouraged me to walk that path, as Bob mentioned, from my head to my heart, and reverse that path from my heart back to my head. The foundation of what I saw, the image that I saw, was an X-ray of somebody's torso between the neck and the waist. And imposed on the X-ray, directly over the location of where the heart would be, was a picture of a cat's face. And the caption indicated something to the effect that the beloved pet would forever be carried in the person's heart. Now, granted, the image initially caught my attention because I recently had to make that challenging decision to euthanize my sweet little Zeta girl, who was, pretty much my sage for over the past 20 years. And, our pets come into our world and we think that we found them, but really they found us, right? And the gift of that moment, that social media moment, as I call it, is what continued to happen. So I processed this fresh transition that we just went through about 2 weeks ago with Zeta, and of course went through memories of previous pets that I had the honor to steward and to witness and to be part of over the years. And what happened, what transpired from there, was a journey that I took that I really want to share with you this morning. And what happened to me when I started writing down a little bit of the experience that I had is I realized I went pretty deep with this one little image of an X-ray of somebody's torso with a little cat over the heart. I went on a pretty extended experience from having been inspired by that. And so with that as the foundation, I'm going to invite you to journey along with me this morning, and I will share how I processed and what came to me and what inspired me. So I would invite you to find a comfortable position, whatever that feels like for you, in your chair, and invite you to close your eyes, lower your lids, soften your gaze, whatever is most comfortable. And we teach breath work, and I'm going to invite you to focus on your breath. Allow your breath to activate that superhighway between the head and the heart. And allow the inhale and exhale to exchange information. Allow that information to flow between the head and the heart with ease, with grace, with vulnerability, with surrender. They say that's the longest journey we'll ever take, is the one between the head and the heart. Yet the physical distance seems so short. Some of the longest journeys may seem challenging, may seem hard, but the hard things don't have to be bad. The hard things can just be classified as a challenge. And as you're activating that pathway, know that we're asking only for the highest frequency of information to be shared. We're asking the intention to see everything this morning through the angelic frequencies of love and compassion. So as you're activating that superhighway, I invite you to surrender and imagine yourself in a room full of people. And that room is full of people that have touched your life. Allow the people to come into that space, and with them, invite the people in whose lives you have touched. There are no limitations on the people entering this room. It can be from your earliest of childhood memories to the friend who you just had lunch with last week. Allow those people to fill the room, and it doesn't matter if you currently are more familiar with them in physical form or in spiritual form. Allow whoever wants to enter that space, knowing that you have touched their lives, that they have touched your lives. And I invite you to look around the room, make eye contact with everyone, maybe share a smile, a nod of gratitude. And feel yourself surrounded by love. You are in love. You are in a sea of love. And I am going to repeat my original suggestion. Imagine yourself in a room full of people who have touched your life and whose lives you have touched. Be aware that there was nothing to distinguish between what we might classify as positive or negative descriptors. I simply invited you to imagine yourself in a room full of people who have touched your life. If you are looking around your room and you see only people we might describe as blessings or positive or inspiring, I'm going to drop a little challenge and ask you to give yourself permission to allow those who have touched your life in what appeared to be undesirable ways. I invite you to give them permission to enter the space. And watch those beings enter your room, knowing that we've asked for only the highest divine potential to show up for you. And as you're comfortable, I invite you to make eye contact. I invite you to invite into the room people whose lives that you have touched, that in this moment you might consider your touch as undesirable. And as they enter, make eye contact and a compassionate nod of acknowledgement. And as your room fills and as that room feels complete, I want to invite us all to shift the energy. I'm going to invite you to remove the outer layer of appearances from everybody who entered your room. View them as the bones of the X-ray image, highlighting all the bones in that area of their body, the collarbone, the ribs, the sternum, the shoulders, the upper arms. Move from being to being, one by one, as each person becomes an X-ray image. you can't decipher or name the person. All exterior shells are removed. And as all of their outer appearances melt away, notice a dark spot that would indicate maybe a muscle mass right where their heart would be. And I invite you to look down at yourself in your mind's eye and allow your exterior to melt away, allowing yourself to become the X-ray image, seeing that dark spot where your heart resides. So with a room full of X-ray images, I invite you to ask each being to show you an image of yourself in their heart space. Watch as your energetic imprint appears within each person's heart space. When you look around the room at your energy that filled each person, what feeling have you left behind with them? How old are you? What emotion is represented on your face as it fills the heart space of each person who has touched your life? What joys are they asking to celebrate with you? What hurts are they asking to resolve with you? Remember, you don't know who the person is who is showing the imprint that you've left with them. The who doesn't matter. The words don't matter. The actions don't matter. The only thing that matters is what is left behind in their hearts. You're only asking to witness what energy of you they continue to hold in their heart space. Continue to scan the room and give yourself permission to shift any uncomfortable energies that you recognize. Ask the spirit world to help you replace any energetic impression that you wish to be different. Know that your highest divine potential is the only driving force behind your intentions. As you either honor or transmute your energy in their hearts, you are unable to assign memories to each person, because the truth of what is below the surface is the only thing that remains.
Your words can often fail to sell. The nuance try and speak so well. And your actions are to speak louder than your words. Yeah, but somehow all the doing just don't take away the hurt. They won't remember everything you did. They won't remember everything you said, but their heart it won't forget, 'cause they'll always remember how you made them feel. You know your smile can cut right through the thickest heart. It can't take away a lousy day, but it's a heck of a good start. It's not the cards that you send, or the money that you lend, or the standard response. It's the sharing of the silences, the dropping of the differences, and forgiveness. Say you won't remember everything you did. They won't remember everything you said, but their heart it won't forget, and they'll always remember how you made them feel. How you made them feel, the unmistakable light in your eyes. How you made it real, everything a little larger than life. How you made them feel so strong when their weakened little heart couldn't go on. It's the slowing down and listening, really listening to a heart when it speaks from honesty. It's part of the great emancipation, disassociation from these separate lives we lead. Because the essence of the question, isn't it all about connection? You know the mark we leave. Because long after you're gone, your feeling lives on and 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 on, and they won't remember everything you did. They won't remember everything you said, but their heart it won't forget, and they'll always remember how you made them feel. How you made them feel.
So as you complete your reflections, I invite you to stay in this contemplative space. there's one final suggestion for this journey. There's one heart that you might have overlooked. I invite you, either in your mind's eye or as you're sitting in your physical space, to put your hands over your own heart. And with the support of 1,000 benevolent universes, I invite you to infuse your heart space with the energy you want to share as you walk upon this earth. Infuse your heart space with the energy you want others to experience as you walk away from every interaction. Plant that energy. Allow your inhale to pull more and more of that energy into your heart space, and allow your exhale to root it more deeply into your center, your core of your being. And I invite you to consciously reconnect your breath to that information highway between your heart and your head. Plant all the feels of the journey that you just took right into that information highway. Ask your breath to tether this experience to your physical body. And use your inhale and exhale to share that information between your heart and your head, back and forth, both ways. And on your next exhale, I invite you to send that feeling into your body, your entire being, your entire physical body. On your next exhale, I invite you to send it out into your energy field. Your energy field I call your earth womb. Fill your earth womb with that energy that you want to be. And as you're comfortable, I invite you to recognize that you are sitting in a chair in a room with beautiful, beautiful people. And when you're ready, I invite you to come back into the room. So that was the journey that I took. From a simple little meme on social media. We can find so much inspiration everywhere we look if we are looking for it. And if we're looking for something, if we're looking for a challenge, guess what we're going to find? We're going to find a challenge everywhere we look. We have a quote in our kitchen that says, "A man sees in the world what he carries in his heart." A man sees in the world what he carries in his heart. How true. If we carry it, we're on the lookout for it. So as we close this experience, I want to pass along some wisdom that was shared with me by two of my Peruvian mentors. They were sharing the 5 energy centers of the traditional Andean practice, and when they came to the heart center, they were very clear. They were very clear about what true Andean Incan tradition believes about the heart center. That the heart is the purest and highest form of light energy that we have within our physical being. Our heart is our feeling center, and feelings are truth. Nobody else can question your feelings, describe your feelings, interpret your feelings, or feel your feelings, because they are unique and they are your truth in each and every moment. And you can't describe, question, interpret, or feel somebody else's feelings. In Andean tradition, the heart space never needs cleared or cleaned of anything because it is the only energy center that is unencumbered by any programming of life. And as with all traditions, it's important to understand the why and the how behind the practices and the beliefs so that we can fully integrate the original intention of the teaching and determine if it's something that resonates and that we want to integrate into our own life apprenticeship, we'll call it. So from their words, from that teaching, this is what I integrated. The heart center is our lifeline to truth. Truth needs no words or explanation or motive. Our heart, our feeling center, felt before characters were created to try and express in words and in pictures what we are feeling. Our heart, our feeling center, will continue to feel even if we cannot speak, we cannot write, we cannot sculpt, we cannot paint, we cannot sing, we cannot hear, and maybe even if we cannot breathe. So for me, I was like, well, okay, well then what's the role of a feeling? My interpretation was it's simply there to speak to us, to send us a message, to help us embody our experiences. We're in physical form here. It helps us embody our experiences as a human. Because if we didn't feel something in our body, how could we determine what our next course of action is going to be? Do we fight? Do we freeze? Do we flee? And how could we bring to life a vision that's trying to dream through us if we can't feel it come alive in our bodies, if we can't get passionate, if we can't get excited about it? So for me, I was like, okay, feelings are real. Yet where we as humans, I always say, where we sometimes get into trouble is how we choose to put energy behind certain feelings and send that feeling into motion. Right? You guys know where I'm going already. I heard it. Emotion. E equals energy. Emotion. Energy in motion. So we all know we can put energy in motion that is very uplifting, like when we're celebrating somebody's birthday. We also know that we can put energy into motion that is harmful, like when we're angry, and projecting blame on somebody, even though our feeling of anger is only our truth in that moment. So, what I've come to believe, me personally, is that the heart center contains every possible feeling. It has to. Because if it didn't, we wouldn't recognize or understand the highs, like love and compassion and joy and peace and sovereignty, because we couldn't relate to the lows, such as fear and jealousy and sadness and grief and anger. All of those feelings, the whole kit and caboodle, as my father used to say, they're all worthy of respect and worth our time to evaluate and analyze. Why are they present? Are we even listening to the language that they're speaking? What are they trying to tell us? So when we go into silent analysis instead of emoting or becoming the feeling itself, then our true visions, our thoughts, our passions, and our actions can creatively come into play. If we appreciate what we're feeling, we might enjoy the experience, invite people to come along with us, share some inspiration and enthusiasm, or even try to extend the life of that feeling, that experience that we're feeling in that moment. In my opinion, our biggest threat to the matters of the heart is when we don't appreciate what we are feeling or when we wish we felt differently. Listening to the feeling, listening to what it's trying to tell us is one thing. Sitting with it long enough to receive the message is absolutely of critical importance. Though becoming the feeling itself is disempowering. Becoming the feeling itself is disempowering. If we breathe our life into it or allow it to breathe its life into us, we can become anger. We can become sadness. We can become grief. We can become jealousy. And we lose our sovereignty. So what's the answer? Beyond the silence and beyond the listening and beyond the receiving of those messages that the feeling is trying to speak to us, I believe it comes when we envision change. When we put vision into words, when we feel a shift happening in us, when we find excitement and our will, our choice, our will to make a difference for ourselves. Empowering ourselves to take action and make a change so that those lower vibe feelings can be transmuted into a feeling that we can truly appreciate and want to carry with us and share with the world. Change begins through creativity on the inside and creates our creation on the outside.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to cry about it. I don't want to worry anymore. I don't want to look down from a higher place. I don't need to feel enlightened. I just want to be right here face to face. I don't want to plead no more, get you to believe no more, convince you, and put my hands in my pocket. 'Cause this beautiful world I'm waiting to see, I think I'm done trying to change you. 'Cause this time I'm changing me. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to fight about it. I don't want to ponder anymore. I don't want to read about it. I don't want to meet Thank you. Namaste.
Wow. I'm so glad everyone was here. I'm overwhelmed. Thank you. Thank you so much. Will the ushers please come forward? Now is the time in our service to joyously support our church with our tithes and offerings. For those who are joining us for the first time, please know that your presence is your gift to us. If you filled out the information card in front of your welcome packet, please drop that in the offering basket as it passes by. I now invite you to take your gift in your hands and let us join in the offering blessing. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am blessed. Amen. Ushers, come forward, please. Let us give thanks for these abundant gifts and for the abundance of all things good flowing in and through this ministry and our lives. We have joyously given, so now we open up our hearts and our hands to receive our good. Heaped up, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, for that's the law, and so it is. Amen. I have a couple of announcements, and then I'd like Bob and Shannon to share. They have additional offerings that they have for our congregation. In addition to the concert that's scheduled for tomorrow night, please come. It will be a wonderful event. I promise you that. Saturday, this coming September 17th, we're having a game night, which is, it's kind of an intergenerational thing. We're having the kids and adults, so there are going to be board games and things to eat and fellowship from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock Saturday evening. So I encourage you to be brave if you're an older person or a younger person. And let's commingle and learn about each other. I also want to give a little reminder to our Jackie and Mike Wands are our wonderful organizers for a great program that we've had here for a number of years, Family Promise. And in November, we will be hosting families for 2 weeks, which will include the Thanksgiving holiday. So we're looking for people who feel led to prepare food and share it, and also people who feel led to spend the night and be hosts on the grounds during that 2-week period. So there's information in the hallway between the sanctuary and the Love and Light Center on the left-hand side if you're heading that way, where the food is after service. So I think that is all the, oh, one more thing. If you see somebody with one of these on, that means we're members of the spiritual care team. Some of us do not have our name tags. But that's your clue. If you are feeling led to pray or have prayer, please look for one of us. We will be standing in the front of the altar after the service. We are delighted and honored to pray with you for any and all things. Thank you so much. I think we're going to welcome in the children who are already here.
Did you want me to just
Oh,
say it?
I'm sorry.
Okay. I wanted to share real quick about the sessions that we're offering. First of all, I want to thank you all for taking that journey with us. I think that's the longest meditation we've ever done in a church service. So appreciate you guys going through that and honoring that. You know, sometimes you just honor spirit, and hopefully it moved you in some way, and I'm pretty sure it did. But anyway, thank you for that. But the sessions that we're offering, Shannon is a shamanic practitioner in the Peruvian tradition. So, I mean, you heard her. Do you just want to sit with her for an hour? So she is really good at helping you through your blocks. So if you're dealing with a block in your life right now, or maybe a pattern that you've been dealing with your entire life, it's pretty amazing how quickly she can kind of dig down into that very quickly with her work. So that's what she's offering. I'm offering, it's called the Lucia Light, and it was something that we came across over the last couple of years when we were home. And it's a medical grade device, and it's really hard to describe it, but it is for folks who need a mute button for their brain. That's what it's been described as. It's been described as psychedelics without the drugs. Any childs of the 60s here? So, but really what it is I do a full reading with you. I pull a card, we play music, and the light is, you're going to close your eyes, and this is going to kind of go right at your third eye. Your eyes are going to be closed, and you're going to take an incredible journey. Visually, you'll feel the light moving through your body. I mean, it's a really powerful experience. So honored to share that with anybody that's interested. I can talk to you more if you have questions, but all I can say is the inventor of this was Austrian, had a near-death experience when he was a child, and he was trying to recreate that for his whole life. And this light gets pretty close according to people who have had a near-death experience. They said, it's almost exactly what I saw when I crossed over and came back. So anyway, there's a lot there. Love to talk to you more. We do have a whole bunch of CDs. We have a USB drive that has all of the music on it. If you don't have a CD player anymore, if you threw that out in '98, we can help you with that. And we also have a little postcard that has all of our information on our upcoming retreat in spring of 23. We're going to take a group of about 40 people to Mexico outside of Chichen Itza, which is an incredible vortex of energy and space. And we're going to spend a week in the jungle kind of doing what we do. So if you're interested in that, we have like 10 seats left. So thank you guys. Love you so much, and thank you. Yes.
Would you like me to boom diada then? Boom diada, boom diada, boom diada, boom diada. I love the seashells. I love the sandy beach. I love the shark's teeth. I love the manatees. I love the whole world and all its sights and sounds. Boom diada, 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 boom. Good job. Good job. Would you stand and join us for the peace song? We're going to a cappella it. So here we go. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be, with God as our Father, family all are we. Let me walk with my family in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Amen.